So comedian and radio show host Rickey Smiley seems to think that ICE is going to deport Black Americans next. That's not going to happen, and I got to explain to you why. Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about comedian and radio show host Rickey Smiley, who seems to think that ICE is going to deport Black Americans next. Now, this is a thing that I've been hearing about quite a bit. People are asking me about this for real, like, hey, can ICE deport Black Americans? Look, let me be very clear. ICE cannot deport you if you're born here in America. They can't do it. There's talks about birthright citizenship, but whatever comes as a result, let's just say, for example, Trump eliminates birthright citizenship. That does not impact you if you've already been born. It doesn't impact you. And if you are an American with American parents and you're born after birthright citizenship is over with, you can't have your citizenship revoked because you got American parents. But again, if you're living right now, you're watching this video, you were born in America, you cannot be deported. Now, if you're here illegally, you could be deported. If you're here on a green card or a visa, even if you're a naturalized citizen, but you were not born in America, it's possible for you to be deported under certain circumstances. But the easiest way to deport somebody is if they're here illegally, which is what's happening right now with all the ICE deportations. Again, you cannot be deported if you were born in the country. It can't happen. It's not going to happen. It's in the Constitution. That's the reality. Now, before I go any further, let's get to what Rickey Smiley said. I really want to hear this. I've not heard it all, but I kind of just want to go through and break it down. If you want to see this full video without my commentary, link as always will be in the description. If you're on IG, Facebook, etc., visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
I'm not trying to scare nobody, but we are in danger. If you haven't been watching the news and checking out everything that's going on, we're in a lot of danger right now because the Constitution, the United States Constitution, as we know it, they about to cut all through that. And we are accustomed to having rights. All your rights, all of our rights is at risk right now. That whole Make America Great Again, as far as this administration and the way he is going and the way things are going. And when they say great again, that means your ass don't have no rights. If you go and watch Joy Reid videos, if you get an opportunity to watch Joy Reid videos, go watch them. You'll learn a lot, especially her video on slavery. Oh, we're going to wait till the midterm election comes. Ain't going to be no midterm election. You better look into getting a dual citizenship somewhere if you can. Because, things about to get ugly. Things about to get really ugly. Yep. And I'm scared. Scared. It might be a point where we might have to pack up our families and leave because if ICE.
Here we go. Let's get into it, Rickey Smiley.
Can get immigrants or whatever and just go and get them and without their due process in court, why can't they do it to everybody else? Now they're doing it to Haitians. And who do you think is next? And they don't give a damn if you're a Democrat or a Republican.
Let's pause for a second. Okay. Haitians, if you're here illegally, if you're here under some kind of status, but you're not a citizen, you could be deported the same as anybody else with that same status. It don't matter what country they come from. It don't matter what color they are. Listen, you could be Mexican, Chinese, Haitian, Russian. It doesn't matter what you are. If you're not here legally, if you're not a citizen, you could be deported. That is the bottom line. So don't try to make it be like, okay, well, they getting Haitians, so then what about Black Americans? You know the difference between a Haitian who is not a citizen here illegally and a guy like me and you, Rickey Smiley? We are citizens. We were born here. They were not. We got the same skin color, but that's where our similarities stop, at least in the instance of being able to be deported. But I digress.
They don't care. Nah, they don't care. Get ready. These white supremacy concentration camps, they're all over the country. They're stocking up on weapons and everything.
Okay, I'm sorry for the pausing, but I got to pause. So you're talking about concentration camps. What you mean, a detention center, a jail? Americans are in jail and prison all over the country. Ain't nobody calling that concentration camps, but you watching TV, you watching Joy Reid, Roland Martin, etc., where they call it that, so you're going to call it that too. And as far as stocking up on weapons, well, why don't you do the same thing? I mean, I'm not going to say I've done that, because I had a bunch of guns and I lost them all in a tragic boating accident. So I don't have any guns anymore. But I am a guy who says, get your armory, get your weapons to protect yourself, to protect your family. Is that a white thing? Why can't that be an American thing? Why can't you do the exact same thing that you say others do when it comes to being able to stockpile weapons and food and whatnot? I think all Americans should do that.
As if they are preparing for a war, while we out here popping fans and boots on the ground. They got real boots on the ground. Because, and the thing about it is, I don't care what you file in court. The Trump administration defied federal judges' court orders and stuff, because what's going to happen? They can't put him in jail. He has control of the military. What's going to happen if he defies a court order? He's the president. Right? Okay. Okay. Keep your eyes open. Go to Joy Reid page. Go listen to what Roland Martin has to say.
See?
And try to figure out if ICE come and snatch any of us up, what you gonna do? What rights do you have? And even if you have rights, what's the consequence of somebody doing something to you with this administration? Think about it.
All right, there we go. So Rickey Smiley, bro, that is a lot of misinformation right there. My man, you and I were born here in the USA. We're not getting deported. Anybody watching this, you're born in the USA, you cannot be deported. I'm going to say that one more time for the folks in the back. If you're born in the United States of America, you are a citizen, you can't be deported. Now, again, if you're here illegally, you're not born in the USA, you on a visa that expired, you on a green card, but you commit crimes, okay, now you are subject for deportation. That's for y'all. It's not for us, the citizens. And again, it doesn't matter what color you are. You could be black, white, Puerto Rican, the candy stripe. Concentration camps, you're talking about detention facilities. There's jails in the country that Americans have been in. There's jails in your state, Rickey Smiley, Alabama, that look worse, way worse, 100 times worse than Alligator Alcatraz could ever look. So why don't you speak about what's happening in Alabama versus what's happening in Florida? Is it because Joy Reid didn't tell you to say it? Is it because Roland Martin didn't tell you to say it? Let's have a thought process in our mind that is original rather than coming from somebody else. But as I close, I want to say this. Hey, Rickey, I sleep like a baby every night knowing that I'm not going to get deported. I sleep like a newborn infant baby every night knowing I'm a citizen, I'm an American, I ain't going nowhere. What they going to do? Come to my house, someone, okay, you going to get deported to where? To West Virginia, to my grandma's house? Is that where I'm going? Where am I going? Now, if you're coming from Haiti, Venezuela, Russia, Armenia, Iraq, some random place, and you're here illegally or something like that, well, you can go back to your country, but I'm in my country, and it doesn't matter what anybody says. It doesn't matter what Rickey Smiley says or what Joe Reed said or Roland Martin said. Nothing they say can change the fact that I'm a citizen and I ain't going nowhere. And I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your opinion about Rickey Smiley said, talking about, well, hey, they're coming for the Haitians, so y'all know who might be next, and they don't care about law and order. Do you think that American citizens can be deported? You're born in America, and then all of a sudden you wake up one day, ICE at your door talking about, okay, Mr. Logan, Mr. Smiley, you guys are going somewhere else. Where are we going? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. People like Rickey Smiley need to stop watching TV. They need to stop watching TV, turn TV off because it's damaging you. You're getting misinformation. You're being told the wrong thing. Really, to be totally direct, you're being lied to. They're lying to you to scare you. That's all. And you're just repeating the same lies to scare people. I ain't never scared. I'm not afraid. I'm a citizen. I ain't going nowhere. And nothing nobody can say will ever change that. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.